Alright, so we're checking out the mod lights on our kayak. Put in some green lights for some night fishing. Looks pretty good. Right there. Let's put on the light. See, there you go. A lot better. It's really bright. Beautiful. Well, good morning everyone. So today's project is gonna be about protecting our investment, our kayak. So we're gonna be installing our Gator Patch right there to our kayak keel. So that'll protect the keel from rubbing against the concrete surface or the stones and gouging it. So we're gonna do that for today, okay? So let's prep it up. So we're gonna pull out the backing a little at a time because we want to make sure we center it. We're gonna do it right there. So our piece only came with a 18-inch length. So we're gonna have to rebuy some more. Because it's not gonna cover that 21-inch that I told you about. So we're doing a little at a time. Make sure we cover in the center. Most important part. Stretch it out as much as we can. Then from here you want to work your way from the middle down to each side of the patch. Make sure you get a good solid push. I like to use these because these are useful in making it slide a lot better when you're working the sides. You want to be able to pull those bubbles. They are moldable, so you make sure you want to pull them out. Once you got that all pressed down, you want to remove the other plastic backing on the patch, like so that it will cure. And under the sun, it'll cure within about 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll harden up. There you go, that's the backing. So you want to still try and mold or get those bubbles out when you're working it. Sure it lays flat. There it is. And we just let it cure. Cure the Gator Patch, you have to give it some sunlight. Good for about maybe 10-20 minutes or so it'll cure it up and harden. And after that's done, it's good to go. Hello and good morning, everyone. So today I just wanted to share with you what mods or rigging I have done since I got my new kayak. So I didn't follow, it's not that I didn't go too crazy, I just rigged it up based on what items that I need. First thing I'm going to show you is the rudder. So I fixed this rudder because when I was kayaking there out on the lake, the boat will drift to the right, or it gets, the tracking is not as good as I wanted it to be, especially when it becomes windy or when the waves are fast. It does drift. So right now I temporarily put this rudder, it's a fixed rudder. I don't have anything to control it left and right. I just want it to track well. Eventually later on I will affix this to where I can control it with my feet, so it'll turn. Next thing you'd notice is that I put on some what do you call this, reflective stickers all the way around, and scupper holds. Okay, and I'm going to show you in front. I installed some magnets that'll hold trinkets, especially hooks like that one you see over there. And then also I did put in, what do you call this? These are traction pads for boat. I put it here because sometimes I like to lay items on top of here when I'm fishing, and I don't want it rolling over because this plastic cover is pretty smooth, and you know, you put something on there, it'll roll over, but with this traction pad kind of holds it in place. And then for the front, I use this golf ball practice ball. You know, they call it wiffle ball. It's better option than a scupper plug, because when the water gets in, it'll still have you know, holes to drain out. Then also before, as you would know, I was using this this arm right here. It's a Yak Attack transducer mount arm. That's where I have my transducer mounted, and I usually just run it right alongside the right side track system, and now we'll fold it down when I get into the water. But the problem with that is that like I said, when I'm kayaking, there's a drag on that arm, and not only does it turn you, it also prevents you from going faster or smoother on the water. So what I did is I went on ahead and used up the a hole that Bonafide suggested for where you run your cables for the transducer mount. So I did that. I'm going to show you in the bottom right here. When I turn the boat, that went on ahead and used the bottom. There you go. There's where I had it mounted. The Bonafide came with its own, transducer mount in the bottom, right behind the keel. So I put my transducer right there. Okay. Another option is, since I like to launch during the early hours, sometimes it's still dark around 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I wanted some lights, so I went on ahead and installed this LED lights on both front side of the kayak. As you can see, I put some reflector lights here just for safety. When you go out there when it's dark and you got some lights running, you want to be visible. And when put on this connector on those lights. So this battery pack that I made, it's a homemade battery pack. It's waterproof. As you can see, it's an old watch case by Invicta. I have 2 batteries in there. These are both LiFePO or lithium iron phosphate battery. They are 12 volts, very cheap on Amazon. There you go, as you can see. So one battery I use for my fish finder, and it does last me at least 5-6 days with a single charge. So the other battery I'm going to use for accessories such as the lighting that I want to put on there, and speaker and charging the GoPro. So that's what it's for. And it came, or when I built that a battery pack, I had this type of connector in there, so it's watertight when you connect it. And I'm going to show you how the light looks when I install plug it in. Hang on here. Here, as you can see, those green lights turned on. They're waterproof LED lights. They are really bright at night. I do have video of that I'm gonna show you later on. So far that's the mod that I have done. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna add more lights because I do wanna try fishing at night as well. That's where the action is for as far as stripers. So let me plug that. Oops. So, and I do want to add another rod holder because I do plan to troll when I go fishing, and having a rod holder on each side will be beneficial for me. I like to lay out 2 lines every time I troll. All right, so I'll keep you posted. Like I said, I know I'm gonna do some more mods or some more rigging, but right now for what I do and what I use the boat for, this is what I've done so far. So in the middle here is where I put my fish finder. I'm gonna show you. There's my fish finder. So it's a perfect mount. It's out of the way when I paddle. And it's got the quick release, so after I get done, I just unmount it and put it in the car, so it's safe right there. And these are the cables that run behind it, and good to go. Like I said, this magnet is pretty useful, so holds my hooks. And I did put some more of that track mat here on the cup holder because they're too wide. Some more in there, so when I lay down some items, it doesn't just, roll over. All right, so I'll keep you posted if I do some more rigging or some more mods. Hope you enjoyed the video. Try to keep it as low cost as possible. And if you do like the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Another thing that I forgot to tell you about is the safety light pole. I made my own, and I'm gonna post the link on the video, what I did, what I bought from Amazon. Kind of works. So this is my safety light pole right there, and I'm gonna attach this. I'm gonna put an attachment system right somewhere here in the corner, a little tube. I'm gonna either glue or screw in to attach this light pole, and when it is attached, it goes like that. So you can see it goes behind your kayak. See, it's gonna be higher than this, but let me show you. This one has a light there. It blinks, and that is an LED light. It goes for 5 days if you just left it on like that, on a 3 battery, a AAA battery, and it's bright at night. It's beautiful. And not only does it have that one mode, it has a what do you call that? Not a blinking mode, but a stable mode right there. And other than that, it has the bright white light. So instead of red, and you turn it off right there. So it's homemade. I got the pole. These are poles from Home Depot, and I had an extra what do you call that, cloth bag from one of our athletic centers in Illinois. I cut it, attach it to the pole, and then I attach that safety light at the end of the pole. So it's cheap. That safety light, I believe I bought it from Amazon for under $18. The pole comes in a set of 4 from Home Depot, and I believe it was less than $6. So I do know that those Yak Attack visi-pole cost around anywhere from $64 and up. So that right there is a good savings. Okay, so hope you like that idea. For all you kayakers out there, remember, safety first. You want to be visible, especially when you go out early in the morning when it's still dark and no sunlight. Even when there's sun, I mean, you know you're sitting low onto the water. You want to be able to have your boat be seen by other boaters out there. So that safety light right there is pretty good. And that's why I put those reflective stickers too as well. So okay, so hope you like the video. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, and I'll let you know of other postings when I put some more mods on my kayak. Thank you. Bye.